You are looking live after the first flush of the toilet bowl bracket. As last week we started with 32 of the worst teams ever after the play-in tournament, and then we went to the first full round, and now you can see that after one complete flush, we are left with some doozy of teams. In the first round, we had some great games, actually, great played games. In fact, we had a few of them that looked pretty good. Washington and San Francisco was a good one. The New York Jets and Buffalo, and even our game, which was the I forget that one last week. Sorry about that. My mind just drew a blank.
Green
On my
Bay.
TV.
It was Green Bay and Dallas. Oh no.
That's right. It was Green Bay and Dallas.
Yes, it was Green
But
Bay and Dallas.
Green Bay actually played a very good game last week. Thank you for that save, Mike, in the truck. It happens to us all. There have been some great games, but this week we got some doozy of matchups here. We still have one of the all-time favorites, one of the all-time worst teams of all time. I think they get a bad rap, and I think that they might win this week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1976. We also have my personal choice to go all the way and win a championship they don't want to win. My choice, the 1962 Oakland Raiders. We have some doozies like the 1991 Indianapolis Colts and the 1990 New England Patriots. You can't double flush. There are no courtesy flushes there to get rid of them. And the Dallas Cowboys in 1989 showed last week they might pull the upset and lose the championship, and they might have another banner to hold. Dallas in 1952, one of the most unheard of teams because they were that bad. They were so bad they went bankrupt and then became the second iteration of the Baltimore Colts. And then they even have, I believe, who was that guy, the nose tackle? I'll remember his name when I get there. We have an AFL team in 1964 in Denver. We have teams that can't score like Philadelphia and the Houston Oilers. And we have teams with superstars like O.J. Simpson and Buffalo. And you have Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman in Dallas and Tommy Nobis in Atlanta. So you have a lot. But today's matchup, we have none of that. We have one win in 2 years. Detroit did have an undefeated preseason in 2008, but they were horrible. I guess the law of averages said, go ahead, win your preseason games, and we're not going to allow you to win another game. Rod Marinelli got fired after the year. Cam Cameron for 2007 Miami, they went 1-15. They beat the Baltimore Ravens in overtime for the only win between these two teams and back-to-back years. And the funny part is we're going to be playing at Ford Field in Detroit, and this was the same field during 2008. I believe it was a game against the Vikings. The thing was Matthew Stafford took the snap, ran out of the end zone, and he's running behind the goalpost, and that was the safety, and people were staring at each other like, what's going on? It was quick, but it was a funny blooper that happened if you're not a Detroit fan. If you're a Detroit fan, you just stared at the ground and goes, oh, my God, now the world knows about us. Miami, though, they've had a proud history. We talked last week about teams that wouldn't mind carrying the torch. The Steelers wouldn't mind because they could say, hey, we were 1960. We were terrible before the 70s. Look how bad we were. And we have Super Bowls. You know, that's their stick, but the Steelers are out. Miami's a proud franchise. They've been down for a couple decades now. They had the undefeated Dolphins, the even better 73 Dolphins, the 84 Dolphins, the much forgotten 82 Dolphins. Can thank A.J. Dewey for that one. And the 1990 near misses. They've had a proud franchise with proud coaches. And then it's gone downhill, and this is the epitome of their valley. And for Detroit, well, I'm trying to think about the great teams they've had. They had 1970. Of course, in 1983, they could have beaten the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park, and they missed the field goal. And in 1991, they made the NFC Championship game. So they've had success there, but it hasn't been lately. And they've had, I think, one playoff win in the last 20 years, if I can remember straight. but they're a team that they don't really want the championship because they know they're an embarrassment, and they just don't want it. And that's one of those, they don't want anybody to know that they have a team that exists. They want everybody to forget about the Detroit Lions and look over Tampa Bay's way. So Miami and Detroit today from Ford Field in Detroit. Now today joining us, we have a lively truck full of people trying to make this broadcast happen. The leader in the truck, Mike in the truck. Mike, I know that you followed these two teams. These are fairly recent teams. You know them quite well. What's your thought on today, and do you have any predictions?
Oh, Chris, thank you. And good morning from the East Coast, and good evening in Thailand. I'm going to have to go with Miami, and I'll tell you why. Detroit was terrible before and after 2008. Miami had barely won the game against Baltimore, but they did win in 07. And then in 08, they ended up winning the division. This was the year that Tom Brady got hurt week 1. And also Miami was running the Wildcat that New England could not figure out. And Miami won the division at, I believe it was 11-5, and New England was 11-5 or 10-6, or 10-6, and didn't make the playoffs. So that being said, I'm guessing that there's going to be more talent that has potential with Miami than Detroit. Also of note, there were 3 teams that were winless in history. The Buccaneers from 76, the Lions from 2008 that you see here, and the 2017 Cleveland Browns. And both Tampa Bay and Detroit are still in the tournament because they lost round 1. But the 2017 Cleveland Browns actually pulled off a 2-point victory against the Broncos, I believe, from 64. So one of the 3 teams in history that went winless is out of the tournament. And if Detroit actually wins, though, they would clear their name, and the only team left would be the 76 Bucks. So Detroit has an opportunity to fight here to do what the Browns did and get out of this tournament and leave it all to that. Regardless of what happens after the tournament at this point, the 76 Bucks will have the dishonor of being at the very least the worst of the winless teams, even provided they don't win this week as well. They could still be considered the worst of the winless teams at the very least, even if they win later on. So Detroit has something to prove here because they can look at what the Browns did last week and pulled off an upset. And if they can do the same thing, they could be, use that as inspiration against the Dolphins.
I would agree with you there. My view on this is Detroit has had 5 one-score games in that whole winless contest. They only played 5 games where they were within a score. Now, Miami played a lot of one-score games in that campaign. They were close. Now, of course, they got blown out by some of the better teams. But we all remember 2007 Miami. People might not realize it. This was the team in their 10th or 11th game. They went to Pittsburgh. There was a snafu with the field. The first half, there were no lines on the football field because it was pouring down rain for about 2 straight days of torrential downpours. And there was one famous play where the Steelers punted the ball, and it just got stuck right in the mud and around the 50-yard line. And that's where everybody remembers 2007 Miami. It was a Monday night game, and the final was 3-0 Steelers on a last-second field goal. Miami in that game, they showed a lot of good defense. So for me, I'm thinking Miami wins against Detroit. But I agree with you. I just don't see Detroit going all the way. I don't see them as the worst. I look at teams that can't generate any offense or anything at all. Detroit would generate offense, but they would get blown out. They did have offense there. It wasn't the worst in the world. They were double digits in a lot of their games. where I look at something like the 58 Eagles, or even worse, the 62 Oakland, which I think is going to go all the way in this. I think that 62 Oakland is really bad. They can't do anything. You put 11 orange cones, and they would still fumble the snap. So I agree with you. So we're about ready to go. The Dolphins at Ford Field. We don't have to worry about the toilet flushing here. It's just going to back up. And we're ready to go, and we're going to be underway. Over the logo that proudly displays 75 seasons. 75 seasons being the winless one. What a way to get your
Touchback.
75th. Teddy Ginn Jr., and that's going to be a touchback for Miami. It's going to be first down and 10 split backs. They got Brown and Chapman in the back. Ginn Jr. and Booker there to throw. And it's going to be caught to Ginn Jr. and a gain of 10. It'll be first down for Miami. I think Miami, I said earlier, I think they're going to have a good shot at winning this. And it'll be first down and 10. First and 10, it's going to be a run to the left side. Here's Chapman, and he's going to go past the 50-yard line. Chapman, he gets 15, and there's going to be a penalty, and let's see what it is. And it's going to be defensive holding on the run. So you know things aren't going well for you. First down and 10 on a run when you get defensive holding. Split backs, here's Lemon, just like my car. And it's going to be to Booker, and it's going to be another first down, a gain of 20. Finally, I got the car in my name after all this time and about $500 worth of work. I spent 3 hours at the car place. First down, they got to Teddy Ginn, and he's only going to get a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd down and 9 for Miami. Back to throw, the blitz is on. They go to the near side. Chapman down to the 20 to the 15. And a first down here for Miami. I'm starting to think that maybe this Detroit team is worse than what I thought. First down and 10. The I formation, tight end to the right. The handoff to Booker. He goes to the outside for an inexplicable reason. And he goes to the 9-yard line. He gains 5. 2nd down and 5. Miami is just going right down the field here. Lemon. And that is okay while they're 1 and 15. 3rd and 5 for Miami. A little over 11 minutes to go. Lemon to the outside. They got Booker. That'll be enough. No, it'll be 4th and 1. And I think they're going to kick. No, they're going for it. It's going to be 4th and 1. This is big. 4th and 1. They're rolling the dice. Lemon, they got a Chapman. They got a first down and more down to the 3-yard line. They're going to spot it on the 4, and Miami has a first down and goal. A good opening drive for Miami. Split backs, a 6 front with the middle linebacker Brown around the end.
2nd down, out of bounds.
And it's going to be 2nd down, a goal line run. So they're playing a 6 front and the middle linebacker up. It'll be 2nd down. They got Brown and Chapman. They got Lemon in the backfield. Lemon, he's going to throw, and it's incomplete.
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal for Lemon. They got 3 to the near side. The quick throw and incomplete. I'm starting to think that this Miami team might win totally in yards, but keep kicking the field goal instead of scoring touchdowns. I believe this is what, A.J. Feely with the kick. It's going to be up. And this one is good, and Feely hits the field goal. 23 yards for Feely. And already it's Miami 3. And Detroit, nothing. On my side, I'm not sure whether this is different or not. On my side, it looks a little choppy when the game is run. A little bit different. So here we go. The kick down. This is a good one. It is fluid here. It's going to be down to the 1-yard line. And here's Carson. We're going to see this game. It'll be up to the 20-yard line. To the 21, a first down for Detroit. So Detroit hasn't won a game. They're trying to win one now. Dan Orlovsky, the quarterback. Johnson, Smith, McDonald on the bottom. Johnson on the top. They go to Smith to the near side. He's going to gain 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Dan Orlovsky. 2nd down and 7. Here in the first, they're going to throw it deep and incomplete.
3rd down.
And now it'll be 3rd down and 7. This is the danger we run of the game. Once we get further and further into rounds, or anybody going to get first downs, they give to Smith. Smith up the middle, he gets a first down. Right as I said, questioned whether anybody was going to get a first down, and Smith gets 10, and it'll be a first down. So I've repeated that phrase a lot. First down for Orlovsky. Broken eyes away from the tight end. They give to Smith. Smith a couple moves.
2nd down.
And he's going to get 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 2 good drives. I'm very impressed. 2 good drives by teams with a combined 1 win in 2 years. That's hard to do. I don't care who it is. I know football's relative, but that's hard to do.
Third
Johnson,
down, out of
and that's going to be a
bounds.
gain of 1. Unique consistency, both in play calling and in offensive play. It'll be 3rd and 1. And let's see what they do. It's going to be short. Orlovsky quickly. And as I say, I'm impressed. My goodness, they just, their drive dies right there. And Harris will come in to punt beyond halfway through in the first quarter. Harris to catch. And Harris is going to kick it deep. Down to the 20. It's going to be not returned, out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So here comes Miami at 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Lemon. And they give it to Martin.
Second down.
It'll be a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Really, Miami, I'm very, very impressed with their consistency. They just hitting 5 to 7 yards on those passes and doing some out of the backfield. 2nd down and 4. Under 6 minutes to go. Lemon to the near side. That's going to be caught to Teddy again. There's 1 for 10, and it'll be a first down. Miami driving down the field. This is looking good. If you're an Oakland fan, the handoff, Chapman up the middle. And he's going to get about 3, 2nd and 7. Right now, Miami looking good. Trips to the near side. Ginn Jr. to the far side. And it'll be 2nd down. Lemon. There's the draw to Chapman. And they get the needed yards. They get 5 of it. That's huge on a draw. It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for Miami. Lemon. They're going to throw to the near side. Incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 2. And now they're going to kick it back. Very good for Miami to get it out to the 40-yard line. Fields will punt this ball. Very good for Miami to kick it out. And that was big because they're having trouble being consistent, Detroit. And me saying that, watch them put together a 13-play drive right here. First down for Orlovsky. 3.5 to go. There's going to be a flag that's on Miami. They jump soon. And it was going to be 1st down and 5. So 1st and 5 for Detroit. Johnson and Smith. They go to Smith. And over to the right side, and they'll gain 2. It'll be 2nd and 3. It's off tackle to the right. 2nd and 3. They go 1 back. And they give it to Smith. Smith going out of bounds. Is it enough?
Out of bounds.
It is. It'll be a first down for Detroit. 2.5 to go here in the first. Orlovsky. Johnson and Smith in the back. Orlovsky, the throw, and it's incomplete.
2nd down.
Right through his hands. That's McDonald. Not to be confused with Tommy McDonald in the 1960s. 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Orlovsky, they give to Johnson.
3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd and 7. Tommy McDonald, of course, in the 60s, lost the Heisman Trophy. He lost it to Paul Hornung. Johnny Majors lost it that year. And Jim Brown lost it that year. I want to talk about a bunch of great players, but I don't know what Johnny Majors ever did in the NFL. 3rd down and 7. Orlovsky back. He draws it to Smith wide open, and Smith a first down past the 50-yard line into the Miami territory. It'll be 1st down and 10. That draw play is huge. It'll be 1st down and 10. Here's the replay right now. You can see the forefront, and it just opens in the middle. They run the pass route so they simply so the linebackers are back. You can see it was a nickel, which spread everybody out. Once you get those offensive linemen to the 2nd level, that's just, you get what you need right there. And it'll be 1st down and 10. Orlovsky, this is surprisingly well played first quarter.
2nd down.
And Kaysen gets 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8, 37 seconds. Orlovsky, they drop to Smith.
3rd down.
He's going to get a yard. It'll be 3rd and 6. They might get one more play, and they do. They want to get it 1 second. 3rd down, the screen to Smith. It's going to be a first down. Smith to the near side. Here comes Smith down to the 25. And a first down for Detroit. So finally, Detroit is moving the football. I'm very, very impressed. Watch the screen. And watch the receiver at the bottom of the screen took 2 defenders up to the middle of the field. And that allowed Smith to come down and get the screen. This is a well-executed football game. I don't know whether to be happy or feel that we're cheating you on this. The end of the first quarter, it's Miami 3, Detroit nothing. This is a good game. And we're going to go right now as we take a look at the just the team stats really quickly because it's the first quarter. I'm taking a look. It's a well-played game, very solid, okay running, okay passing. The time possessions are good. The third down conversions for Detroit, 3 of 4 good. Miami with nothing yet, but only 2 punts and 1 penalty. Mike in the truck, are we watching the Super Bowl replay? Or is this supposed to be the toilet bowl?
It's impressive, all things considered, to be straight up. Miami has had the ball a little more, and they've thrown more. They're throwing more. Detroit was more of a ground game, but there's really no way to. This could just come down to turnovers. There's really no way to discern who's going to win this game, because the score may be 3-0, but Detroit could score on this drive and at least tie the game. So there's no way. I can't pick anybody here because they're both playing equal level, in my opinion.
So what I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I know I'm gonna be absolutely horrible when I say this, but I'm gonna say there's gonna be 2 or less turnovers this game. I'm gonna say there's gonna be 2 or less. If I really wanted to go out on a limb, I would say there's going to be 1 or 0 turnovers. They're playing clean football, but nobody's fumbling. Now, I understand you can have a fumble in the second quarter and a fumble in the fourth quarter, and there you go. There's 2 turnovers. But notice I said 2 or less, so 2 equals 2. I just, they're not making the risky passes. They're not throwing into, except for that one pass by Miami. I'm still wondering who was throwing to. Probably a blade of grass. I don't know. I don't really think that, it's clean football so far. And we're in a dome. There's no weather elements and there's no wind. So we might see a relatively turnover-free game. Now, that being said, we might have 9 turnovers in the second quarter. Yeah, that's my luck. That's the way it happens. Anyway, we're going to go to the second quarter here. Here comes Orlovsky on 1st and 10. He's going to do something like throw an intercept. No, they try it to Smith. Smith up the middle.
Down.
And he's going to get 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for Detroit. Orlovsky, the quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. One of the things I want to say is a lot of people mistake bad teams for having bad kickers and bad sides. That's not the case. You have some really bad teams out there with some great kickers. And that's one of the things. It's going to be 3rd and 7. So don't mistake and think they have to go it on 4th down. Orlovsky, it's going to be thrown, and it's incomplete. And now they're going to kick a 39-yard field goal. Jason Hansen is good. So Hansen, this will be 39 yards. Dante Culpepper will hold. It is up, and it is over, and it is good. And Miami and Detroit are tied at 3. In the first minute, 12. What did I say? That 12-play drive. That's. I say, yeah. Look at them. They can't put it. Watch them put together a 12-play drive.
Technically, you said 13, but
okay,
you were off by 1.
I was up by the field goal. Now we're going to count the field goal. But my goodness, that's the way it is. And Detroit a 3-3 game now. 14 minutes. That's the way it is, and that's been my luck this year. But no, my luck is good. It's not bad. So here's Cobbs, and Cobbs gets mashed, and it'll be 1st down for Miami. So momentum could be Detroit's way on this one. 1st down and 10, Lemon to Brown. Brown will spring it to the outside, and he loses 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 2nd and 11 now for Miami. Yeah, Brown and Chapman, they pitch to Chapman to the near side, and he gets nothing. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 12 and a half to go here on 3rd and 10. Lemon back to throw. Lemon, they're going to throw, and it's going to be caught by Booker in the 1st down. That was a big-time move. That was I don't care, you're playing against NFL defensive backs, and you still got to be the best of the best to do that. It'll be 1st and 10. You got to have the skill to put the ball there. And 1st down, and then he does that and throws it away. It'll be 2nd down. So I'm just going to say inconsistent. Lemon in the gun. They got 4 receivers out. Lemon.
3rd down.
He gets sacked by Pearson. And he loses 8, and it's going to be 3rd and 18. They might try a screen pass here to the near side. Back to throw. Totally wrong. They throw it to the middle, and it's incomplete. And it'll be 4th down, and now Miami's going to have to punt. So Detroit, they take advantage of that bad return. And Here's the kick. It's going to be a line drive. This could be a good return. McDonald to the 50 to the 44-yard line of Miami. But Jason Hansen has a leg, and he's got accuracy. 11 minutes to go. First down, Orlovsky. Orlovsky, and back to throw. He's going to throw to Johnson. He gets about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with an I formation, tight end to the right. Orlovsky to Gaines, and that's going to be Gaines. A tight end gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 in a 3-3 game with under 10 minutes to go. They hand it off first down to Moore. Here's Smith. He'll go all the way. So maybe, and he's down at the 1-yard line. That's Smith, 35 yards. And I'm noticing Miami's defense against the run is just absolutely terrible. Yes, they're playing a 3-4, but they got layers. This isn't supposed to happen. And he gets through everybody. Smith, who's not exactly all division. He's not exactly all Lions. But he gets 35 yards against the Miami defense. They're struggling against the run today. It'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Orlovsky throws and he hits McDonald for the score. McDonald, Orlovsky to McDonald. And a gain of 2, a touchdown here. McDonald right in the end zone. And, well, he's making me hungry for a big back right now. 2-yard pass from Orlovsky. They go 44 yards in 4 plays. The last 2 drives have been a total of 16 plays and have resulted in 9 or 10 points, depending on this extra point. That's incredible. Hansen, the extra point. And Culpepper will hold it. It's up. It is over. And that one is good. Hansen nails it. So Detroit 10 and Miami 3. 9 minutes to go here. And Hansen will kick off. Hansen will have it. Over, and it's going to be kicked deep to the end zone, actually short by 2 yards. And I'm seeing it's going to be down about the 22. There's a penalty, Teddy Ginn Jr., and they're going to be shot back to the 9-yard line. I can see why Miami is bad now. Run defense and penalties. I can see why they're bad. Run defense and penalties. First down. They're going to pitch to Chapman, and Chapman's going to get nothing. It'll be 2nd and 9. They might have to open it up running the football here. 2nd down, Lemon. Back to throw, and that one was, it was a very high school-like screen pass. Get scared and throw it right at the kneecaps. 3rd and 9. Lemon's going to throw. It's going to be over, and he got Booker again. That's the third down conversion for Booker. He got 27 yards. Watch this. He got plenty of time to throw. And Lemon goes to his favorite receiver today, Booker. Booker, a big-time receiver today. And it's going to be a 1st down.
Out of bounds.
That's big. Lemon to Booker, and it'll be 1st down and 10. And here comes Miami. There's Lemon. There's the snap. The blitz is on. Lemon's going to run up the middle.
2nd
and
down.
He's going to get back to the line and actually get a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9 for Miami. 7 minutes to go.
3rd
Chapman
down.
gets nothing. And you know they're going to Booker on this one. It'll be 3rd and 12. And Booker's at the top of your screen. Just watch him the whole time. Lemon, and guess where he goes? And it's incomplete. He was trying to find him, and we were all watching. And it's 4th and 12. I'm surprised he didn't get that score anyway. And now they're going to punt. Fields, and we're about halfway through this quarter. As the field is to Jennings to the 26. We go to the stats at halfway in the 1st quarter. We'll go to the stats halfway through, and I'm seeing we'll run this first play first. It'll be 1st down and 10. So Johnson's going to lose a yard, so 2nd and 11. Let's take a look at the stats right here. Mike in the truck, I'm seeing it's almost like a modern-day team against a 1970s team. It's almost 40 years separated in these styles. But they're only 1 year separated. What do you see?
I actually see an even game. I think that the Miami defense is their Achilles heel right now. Offensively, I would call it roughly even. But defensively, Miami's better with throwing the ball. But defensively is what's hurting the Dolphins. They couldn't stop those runs, and they gave up big yards and gave Detroit opportunities. So I think Detroit needs to try to exploit that as much as they can to try to get an insurmountable lead. But right now, I think that the weak point between these two teams is Miami's defense.
I would agree there. I would say right now that I think the great unknown is Detroit's passing game. I'm really feeling that they're not really going aggressive with their passing game because they're running so well that why would you go to an aggressive passing game when running is an absolute? When you are running well, unless you fumble, you're going to keep running well. You know, Tom Osborne said running never slumps. So when you're in a game and you are running well, you keep running because you throw 2 out of 3 things are bad, either incomplete, intercepted, or it's a catch. I know there's interference, but, you know, we take that out, and that's a Bear Bryant thing. But so right now, if Miami starts to stop Detroit's running game, my question is, how good is Detroit and Dan Orlovsky at the aggressive passing game, 10 to 15 yards down the field? You know, you don't know. So we're going to be back 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Detroit with the ball. They got a chance to go 2 scores up. They're going to hand it to Johnson. Nothing there. And I think Miami went over and listened to their transistor radios to us. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Orlovsky back to throw, looking. He's going to throw it down deep, and it's incomplete. And if that's a vision of the future, Detroit might start to do something different. It'll be 3rd down and 11. They got to throw again. They're going to be chased. Orlovsky's going to take off running. He's not going to get there. He's going to get to the 31. It'll be 4th down and 5, and now Detroit's going to have to punt. 5 minutes to go. So here they go. Harris. Oh, Miami comes over. And we might see a block one of these days. Teddy Ginn to the 35 to the 37-yard line. So now Miami has it. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Lemon, Brown, and Chapman in the backfield. They give it to Brown. He fumbles, and that's one of the 2 turnovers I thought would happen. And Brown gets a fumble, and Detroit has it. Watch this. It was a sweep. They used the other running back as the lead blocker, but he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got confused, and he got frozen feet. That happens all the time when you use running backs as lead blockers on sweeps out of that split backs formations. They go around and they start putting their head on a swivel. Where's the linebacker? Instead of just running a pattern and letting people run into them, they stop, and that's what happened. It was a free shot, and that's going to mean Detroit football. 1st and 10 under 5 minutes. And Detroit, a golden opportunity. They give to Smith.
2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. This is golden opportunity for Detroit. 2nd down and 7. They give to Johnson to the far side. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Tackled by Porter. 3rd and 7. I think maybe, is that Joey Porter? And Smith, it'll be 4th down and 5. And now Jason Hansen is a good kicker. He can hit from 53. He can hit this from 53. This is a huge advantage Detroit has. And here it is. Culpepper will hold. It'll be up. It'll be over. And this thing is good. It's through the middle. They got a signal in it. It is good. And Jason Hansen has kicked it. And this is a huge advantage for Detroit. They don't have the greatest offense in the world, but you don't need to when you got Hansen. And this makes it 13-3. I'm not saying A.J. Feely's any different, but I'm saying that Jason Hansen's really good. And Detroit has a 13-3 lead. Hansen will kick off. Oh, that was a big-time kick. It's going to be under 3 minutes to go, all the way in the end zone, and Guinness just going to take a knee. When you're a bad team and nothing's going, usually your intangibles are what makes you get to like scores and sparks. Right now, they're not getting any of it. It'll be 1st down for Miami. From the 25, they throw quickly.
2nd down.
And he slipped and fell as Hagan. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Lemon, Chapman to the outside. It'll be 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. And back to throw. They give it to Chapman again. Chapman on a run.
4th down.
He won't get it. It'll be 4th and 4. And boy, these teams are just absolutely opposites. After we had that
2-minute warning.
It's going to be 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Now, these teams are opposites. Now, all of a sudden, we go like this. We start talking about how the teams, different eras, and how they're doing. My goodness, we're going to go back to Mike in the truck. They had to have listened to us, because after that, Miami now is a running machine, and Detroit's trying to throw the ball now, and they're 0 for 1, but they tried to throw deep. They're not running the ball at all.
Yeah, but that being said, they scored on a 50-something yard field goal. So no matter what we're saying, Detroit scored, and they've got a 2-score game. So Miami is going to have to hold on and try to rebound the second half, because statistically they could run better, but they actually have more yards more offense than Detroit. They're just not scoring, and Detroit is. And statistically, you look at it and say, Miami's even winning on time of possession. You would think the score would be 13-3 Miami. It's 13-3 Detroit. So Detroit's getting all these points somehow. And watch that be the difference. If it's a statistical dead heat, Detroit comes out with all the points.
Well, I think you said it right. I think we both said the same thing. And it came at it from different angles. The turnover made the huge difference, because Detroit didn't need much after that turnover. And it's been a clean game. There's only been 1 turnover this half. I said 2 or less. So we both were right so far. And I think that the turnover, when you have least number of turnovers like this, each turnover is magnified even more when you have 2 bad teams, because it takes a lot of skill to drive a team down the field. That's why I was so shocked earlier on. And you'll see that as the games devolve into madness. And I'm not saying bad, but I'm saying madness, as Fields will kick. And here's Fields on the... Oh, he just hit Fields. And that's why they were winless. And that's why they were winless. That's the intangible. They are just giving intangibles to Miami. They just ran him over. And now Detroit, everybody rolled. Now you got that feeling of, here we go again. It'll be first down for Miami. Lemon, they pitch to Chapman, and Chapman will get a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for Miami. They're going to hurry to the line. Lemon, they got Chapman in the backfield. They got 4 receivers. Lemon, deep, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. And they're going to the B-man. They are going, where is he? Booker on the bottom. They're going to go, no, they're going away. Here's Chambers and a first down. They got to hurry it up. Here comes Lemon to Chambers. They hurry to the line, a minute to go. And Lemon, they give it to Booker. Booker again. Booker's going to go. Booker to first down and more. Booker down to the 31. Out of bounds. And the clock is stopped here. Under a minute, it'll probably be about 50. 1 minute to go. Lemon, Brown and Chapman in the backfield. Lemon, back to throw. He's going to throw, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. A field goal does them good here, because it'll be 13-6. 2nd down, Lemon. He's going to throw to the near side and incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd and 10 with Detroit. I'm going to say a touchdown to Booker right here. Let's see how it is. 3rd down. Lemon, he's going to go to the near side. It's Teddy again. No, it's a first down. I knew it was going to be a big play there, because it's Detroit. I have a feeling Miami's got to score a touchdown, because they roughed the kicker. First down, Lemon, and he's going to run out of the back, and he's going to get sacked. It's going to be out of bounds. To stop the clock, it'll be 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17, Lemon. Oh, this is going to be painful if they score. Lemon deep, and it's going to be incomplete.
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and 17. 3rd and 17, 24 seconds to go. Lemon to throw. They're going to throw through the middle and incomplete again.
Down.
So Detroit, they roughed the kicker, but now it'll be a 46-yard field goal for A.J. Feely. 46 yards. And it's Trent Green holding. He's going to miss it to the left. He missed that thing to the left. And for Detroit, they don't know what to do. This has never happened. They got something called a break. And Detroit fans are like, wait a second, we've seen other teams do that. Is this for us or not? Orlovsky's going to throw with 11 seconds, and it's going to be incomplete. They're going to have one more throw. 2nd down and 10, 5 seconds to go. Back to throw. They're just going to throw it in the air. It's going to be deep. Orlovsky, he's going to throw it. Are they going to get 2 breaks in a row, which would be a Detroit record? And incomplete.
3rd down.
So it's going to be halftime. And halftime, Detroit 13, Miami 3. And again, you're right. All right, we got a Mike in a truck. All these yards and no points, you don't win. It's not a tied game in Texas high school football in the 80s where you go by total yards for the championship. No, this is the NFL. You go by only points. And you were right, all these yards and no points.
It's a combination of Miami shooting themselves in the foot and Detroit getting all the breaks. They got the turnover that put them in great field position to kick a 54-yard field goal. They got lucky with, they ran to the kicker and gave Miami a huge gift. But Miami's not able to capitalize. So Detroit is getting the breaks. When they get the breaks, they're able to utilize what they've been given to do something. Miami is not being able to do anything. They drove down the field after the block punt and got in at least field goal range, and they blew it. So Miami is doing this. It's a combination of the ball bouncing your way for Detroit. And when it does bounce Miami's way, they're not doing anything with it. Miami's shooting themselves in the foot.
I totally agree there. One of the skills people forget, and I think it's actually pretty accurately simmed in a lot of these because of percentages and fumbles and field goal kickers and stuff. There should be a stat, and I want to call it the Slovak stat because I'm going to invent it. Finishing drives, when you have a drive that's 6 or 7 plays, I got to define it, so I'll say 7 plays or more. The percentage of drives finished with a touchdown, of drives 7 plays or more. There should be a stat. I want it named after myself, so call it a Slovak. How many Slovaks do they have? What's their Slovak percentage? That'd be great. That'd be, I don't know. But anyway, I'd love to see my name in an actual Super Bowl. But I think that determines a lot of these games, a lot of close games. I think if you go 7 or more plays on a drive and you get no points, that's as good as a turnover. That should be noted somewhere. The momentum, the absolute deflation in the team, it's the same as a turnover. If I go that Miami, when Miami got nothing out of there, I guarantee you those players were just as dejected as if a turnover happened or an interception happened. Because all that work and they get nothing out of it. That should be a stat. That is something that really changes momentum, and something in a close game like this will decide games, just like turnovers in Miami. Because in this game, I'm not sure how many long drives they have in their arsenal. I don't know how many long drives they have. They might only have 3 or 4. So if they only have 4 and you go down the field as a long drive and you get nothing, then that's 25% right there of your offense out the window into the peanut vendor. Hit the guy selling peanuts. He's going, what the field goal post is over there? So, Mike in the truck. Go ahead. Any thoughts here? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, what you were talking about the Slovak as a scale, it reminded me of the 2001 Steelers. They were called the 20-20 team. They could take the ball from their own 20 and go into the opponent's own 20, drive right down the field, and then they would just completely stall and have to kick field goals. They couldn't get it in the end zone. They were great from the 20 to the 20, and then that was it. But what I think could happen here is in this game, I think you're going to see Miami come out and they're going to do a role reversal, and I think they're going to come out hitting hard, and they're going to come out with a new mentality. Keeping in mind the first half, and I think they're going to come out and they're going to execute, and they're at least going to make a ball game out of this. I don't think it's going to be a 2-score game. I think Miami's going to come back, and I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they're going to make a ball game out of this.
Can you imagine if all this hype, Miami's like, okay, we got this. Can you imagine if the second half they come out and there's a turnover for a touchdown? That's one thing that would be the most deflating thing in the world. And I would not call it ball game. That would be one of those where Detroit gets up big and Miami with the furious comeback at the end. But we just don't know. I think that's the beauty of this league. A lot of us, we go towards and try and strive to perfection. We go and we always see the best artists that ever lived. We go to the Louvre to see the best stuff. But then we never take a look at imperfection. And I think the beauty of this tournament is the fact that because they're so bad, as we kick off to start the second half, because they're so bad, and like we didn't expect this, Middleton will have it. Middleton to the 30, 35, 40, and he's up to the 40-yard line. Because these teams are so bad, they're going to actually do the unexpected. And that's, I think, the most beautiful thing, because when you have great teams, they rarely miss free throws at the end of basketball games, do stuff like that. So we're going to see things we totally don't expect. Here's Johnson.
Second down.
And it'll be the 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. That's what I love about this tournament. 2nd down and 9, 13-3. Back to throw. Orlovsky will give to Smith. He'll go to the outside. Smith to the 50-yard line. That'll be a first down. Smith a gain of 10 and a first down for Detroit. Here comes Detroit. Right now, acting like the 73 Dolphins. They had a perfect season also. 2nd and 2. I wonder what kind of champagne or drink you pop when you go 0-16. 2nd down. Orlovsky back to throw. And it is going to be caught by Smith out of the backfield and a first down. Detroit just looking like that 72 team. And it'll be first down and 10. You drink Yoo-Hoo if you go 0-16. And McDonald, it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Well, 2nd down and 4. That'd be great. How do they celebrate when Cleveland went 0-16? They go to Smith. And it'll be 3rd down and 1, just short of the first down. Detroit looking good here. They're just coming down the field and just piling it in. They got everybody to the line. Orlovsky quick to Johnson and a first down. I'm thinking, Mike in the truck, is that Calvin Johnson? I'm trying to remember
I believe it is. Give me 1 second and I can confirm.
Because as I remember it, this would be a good Calvin Johnson. He was good his career.
Oh, yeah. It is Calvin Johnson. It is Calvin Johnson.
There we go.
It's Megatron. You're right.
Megatron. He's good. He could be the big thing with Miami having defense. We didn't see most of them. We didn't see much of him so far, but right now he might get it because the running game is so good. They're going to have to single coverage him. And it's going to be Smith, a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Watch for Megatron to score. 2nd down. And that's going to be the Megatron, and look at him down to the 5-yard line. Calvin Johnson, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st down and goal. 13-3, maybe a run here. They do. Smith down to the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal. This is big for Detroit. They may go 20-3 here. Orlovsky's, he's going to be short. He's going to be short. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 1. He's going to be inches short. 3rd down and goal from the 1. And let's see what they do. Back to throw. Orlovsky's going to throw. That's the touchdown to Calvin Johnson. They win single coverage because the running game was going so well. And Detroit now has a 19-3 lead. Watch Orlovsky. And watch him at Calvin Johnson, a one-on-one coverage. What do you do with a guy like that? It's 100 feet tall. And it's another 12-play drive. And now for the extra point, it'll be up, it'll be over, and this one is good. It is 20-3 now. They go all the way down the field. 12 plays. I think that was a 12-play drive. And I believe...
He missed the extra point.
Oh, did he miss the... Oh, my goodness. And it looked good, but it just goes wide. Let's watch this again. Let's watch it. It's up and it's over. Okay, I see. It is fleeting. Oh, okay. Okay. And that's all right. He missed it. 12 plays. That was the entire quarter so far. It's like Little League football. We get it once, you get it once, and that's the quarter. So we go into the end zone, and they're going to bring it out. Cobbs, why did he do that? I guess when you are, now it's 2 full touchdowns Miami needs. They need 2 full. They need a touchdown and a 2 twice. They give to Brown, and Brown on the run. He's looking like Jimmy Kick there. It'll be 1st down and 10. 1st down for Miami. Lemon, Brown again. They give it to Brown again.
2nd down.
He's going to get a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8. I wonder what happened to Chapman. He's in the backfield here. It'll be 2nd down and 8. They give the Chapman right up the middle.
3rd down.
And he's going to gain 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. The running game is going really well for Miami. 3rd down and 2. They give to Chapman. Chapman again, 1st down. It is Chapman with 2 T's. It sounds like I'm saying Chapman with a P like Charlie. But I don't know if Charlie, Charlie would fly up 300 yards against Detroit. Lemon. And Lemon, it's going to be incomplete, 2nd down. He looked the Booker, but it's not 3rd down yet, so he didn't catch it. 2nd and 10. Lemon. Lemon's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete, setting up Booker in 3rd down. Lemon at Chambers. 3rd down, and here's Lemon. Back to throw. He's going to throw, and it's intercepted by Fisher. Intercepted by Fisher, and that is big. We're going to see Booker at the bottom of the screen. And they were listening to the broadcast as they go to Booker. And it's Fisher. Oh, yeah, you get those people in those old 1980s transistors, those big antennas that could beat somebody's kneecaps. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Detroit. They could be putting together this game. Kaysen.
2nd down.
And Kaysen gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Detroit now wants that field goal. They got Hanson. Here's Smith again. Smith the 1st down, and he's down to the 18. We have 2 turnovers in this game, which I told you was my limit. I don't think there'll be any more. It'll be 1st down and 10. 3.5. They give to Smith. Smith again on the run.
2nd down.
And it's going to be a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6. Orlovsky to Smith.
3rd down.
Smith to the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 for Detroit. 1 in the backfield. Orlovsky's going to throw to McDonald in the 1st down. That was a Big Mac there. 1st and 10. Detroit trying to get up by 3, and Smith scores. And Detroit to blow. Because Detroit is going to blow maybe this lead because they are Detroit. Remember that. It is 25-3. And the kick is up for him. He missed it again on maybe. And it is good though this time. I say it's good and he missed it. And he misses and I say it's good. So here we go. It's going to be a deep kick. Miami will get it back. Are they going to try a return here? Yes, they will. They never learn their lesson. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting something different. So you put that in. Lemon to Chapman. And they're down by 23 and running up the middle. They're going to hurry to the line. At least they have the sense here. Lemon again. This is going to be harder on our offensive line. They go to Booker. That'll be a 1st down. They got to hurry it up. Got 41 seconds and they're going to be hurrying now. Lemon to throw. He might have about 45 throws at the end of the day. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for Lemon. Back to throw. They throw to the near side.
3rd
10
down,
again.
out of bounds.
And it'll be 3rd down and 4. He's out, but the clock runs. Remember, it's beyond 5 minutes in the 2nd half. There's going to be a flag. It's a free play. They're going deep.
4th down,
but they're going to get a 1st down. And that's going to be big on offsides on Detroit. 15 seconds to go. Lemon to throw. Lemon, he's going to take a sack. And that's a killer. That's like me showing up at the party. It's all over after that. And it's going to be the end of 3. At the end of 3, Detroit 26, Miami 3. And I'm thinking for Miami, it's 4-down football right now. It is 4-down football because I'll tell you what, if Miami doesn't score 23 points, they already have to score 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, and then a 3rd touchdown just to tie the game. So we go to the 4th quarter here. As that's going to be Lemon. Lemon to throw, and it's caught by Chambers. It'll be 3rd and 3. A gain of 10. 3rd down and 3. They got to do it. Lemon again through the middle, incomplete. And are they going to go for it? I would. And they're going to kick it. Fields will kick. And right now, if you're Detroit, you might be even thinking about taking a knee, which is running the ball up the middle to the 9-yard line. Miami has a shot if they can stop Detroit on a 3-and-out here. 1st down, Orlovsky, Kaysen, and it'll be 2nd down. We said expect the unexpected. These teams aren't good. Sorry about that. And when they're not good, you have things happen. Everybody, they go to Megatron. He got a 1st down and more. They blitz him. They call it's a fumble. Here's Allen again, and that's the break that they needed. That is a huge break that they needed. They went right to Calvin Johnson, and that's a third turnover, meaning I'm wrong there. And Calvin Johnson fumbled the ball, and it was picked up by Allen. Oh my goodness, and that was huge. Oh my goodness, that was huge. And it'll be a first down for Miami. This is definitely 4-down football here. Lemon to the near side. And
second down.
It'll be 2nd and 10. That's why I said Detroit just run the football 3 times up the middle and dare them to do something. Lemon to go throw to the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete.
Third down.
Intended to Booker. It'll be 3rd and 10. This is Booker's down right here. He's at the top of the screen. But they handed off to Chapman. Chapman again, first down. They were all covering Booker, and they forgot that Chapman could run. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here comes Miami. Lemon, and he's sacked
down.
here. It's going to be
Penalty.
2nd down. There's a penalty on the play. Let's see what it is. And it's defensive holding. And Detroit is knowing it's coming. It's coming because we're playing Detroit. And it's coming. 1st down and goal. And they're going to throw. It's a touchdown. And there it is. Lemon again, Jr. And the question is, will they have enough time? Lemon, and you can take a look here. That was huge. 3 people on him. He throws to 23. And it's got 26 to 9. Let's see what they do with the extra point. They're going to go for 1. It's kind of dangerous. And this one is up and over, and it is good. I would have gone for 2, because if you go for 2 and you miss, you know you need 17. Then it becomes a normal game. If you go for 2 and make it, then it's 15, and you don't necessarily need to go for 2 on the next one. Depending on how much time is remaining, there's Middleton. Up to the 29, under 12 and a half to go. 1st down. Let's see what Detroit does. They hand it off their fullback,
down.
Johnson. He's only going to gain 2, 2nd down. The broken eye away from the tight end for Detroit. They hand it off Johnson again. He goes up the middle. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. It is tense here because they know it's Detroit. Detroit has a lion. He's actually running away from contact. That's going to be a penalty. And they moved, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Everybody knows, here it comes. Here it comes. 3rd down and 7. For Detroit. The blitz is on. They throw it quick, and it's incomplete. And guess who has the ball back? There's over 10 minutes to go. So here comes Harris now, and here's the punt. And I thought they were going to block that one. It would just make perfect sense to do that. And here comes, I'll tell you what, if a guy named PR2 beats you, he's either an android or your team is terrible. 1st down and 10. Miami, here's Lemon. Lemon to throw. He's going to chuck it. It's going to be complete.
2nd down.
They go out of bounds. They're still playing the clock. I think this is smart. They're playing the clock. It'll be 2nd and 1. Lemon. And they're going to Booker. Another Booker. It'll be up the middle on a 1st down. A gain of 6. They could score with about 5 minutes to go. And this could be a big game. They have all 3 timeouts. Lemon. And Lemon, it'll go deep, and it's caught. And there he goes down the field, down to the 27-yard line. Lemon to Martin, the tight end, and you can see it here. Watch this. The tight end breaks out there. In man coverage, it looks like the free safety does not help out. The free safety got hung up, it looked like. And they hit Martin, and that's going to be a 1st down. Here it comes. I told you, here it is. The tidal wave is coming, and they know it. Detroit can't stop it. 1st down and 10. Lemon to throw. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down. A field goal would be justified here in kicking. It would eliminate the 2-point conversion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lemon is going to throw to the middle. He got it to Chambers. And a 1st down to the 11-yard line. Chambers, here it comes. 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10 for Miami. From the 11, they throw. It's going to be Teddy Good Jr.
Down.
And the question is, how many of these? You got to get 1 to break in the end zone. You're losing 40 seconds on a catch. 2nd down and 4. They're going to hand it off. He's going. He's in. He's scoring. And it's up 26 to 16. Oh, this is incredible. This is a big comeback. And remember when it was 26 to 3, told you that they're going to come back. And Chapman with the score, 7 plays, 71 yards. Now for the 2. This is going to be big. 2, they need a 2-point conversion. Let's see. They're in a near formation. Lemon, they throw. He got it. It's now an 8-point game. It's 26 to 18. They got plenty of time left. They don't even need a touchdown. If they get a break, they can kick a field goal. They got 3 timeouts to go. If they score, they don't need the 2. They're going to go for the 2, but it's not over if they don't get it. 7.5 to go. Here comes Middleton, and he's to the 30, 35. Here's Middleton. He's got some great returns today. The biggest thing about that return is now, if they have to punt, Miami's going to have to take up a lot of time to score. Well, who am I kidding? They're playing the Lions. They'll score in 3 plays. First down, Orlovsky. Back to throw. He throws, and it's incomplete.
Second down.
Oh, the tidal wave. You can feel it turning. You can feel everything turning now. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Orlovsky. And Orlovsky, there's going to be a flag. They moved early. Here comes Carson. He fumbles the football. Whose is it? Whose is it? It's going to be Detroit's. And there's a penalty, and let's see what it is. It's illegal procedure, and they're going to send them back more. They're going to send them back more. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Orlovsky, back to throw. He's going to throw to the near side. Incomplete again. It's going to be 3rd and 15. You can feel it right now. The Detroit, all the fans are on the edges of their seat. They're saying, oh, no, not now. Not again. This would be the epitome of losing for them. Orlovsky, he's going to throw deep to the near side. It is caught by McDonald. And down to the 32 and a first down for Detroit. I'm telling you, this is he's got to be a free agent or something. He could have played too many years for Detroit making a big play like that. And that is big. Or maybe the fact they're playing the Miami Dolphins who only had 1 win. And that's going to be first down and 10. This is big now for Detroit. What are they going to do? Orlovsky probably going to run the football. And the near form. No, they're going to throw. They're Detroit. They stop the clock. I don't know why. And the people right now are saying, why don't we just phone a friend or vote on plays? Just run it. 2nd down, Smith. They get nothing. They're going to rely on Jason Hanson. It's 50 yards from this point if they don't make a yard. Orlovsky's going to throw, and it's incomplete. They stop the clock. 2 out of those 3 plays, that was 1 minute and 20 seconds, plus the time about 1 minute and 30. It could be down to 4 minutes. But this is Hanson, and it's a Detroit style. He might miss this thing because it's Detroit. Let's see if Hanson can do it. I like him, but it's Detroit. And there's the kick. It's going to be up, and it's over. I think this one could be good. It is in the middle, and it is good, and Hanson has hit it. And Detroit has a 29-18 lead. Oh, my goodness. So right now, Miami, this does nothing. You might say it stops the bleeding. No, it doesn't. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot. Teddy Ginn. Ginn again. Here's Ginn up to the 33. Let's see what Miami can do. 5.5 to go. If they end up scoring, then quickly, then this game's still a new game. Lemon through the middle. Lemon, and it is incomplete. It'll be 2nd now. 2nd and 10. They're in the gun. They got 3 receivers out there. Lemon, he's going to screen it to Chapman. Chapman again. Chapman a gain of about 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. They got to get this 3rd down. They're going to hurry to the line. 29-18. Lemon to throw. Lemon through the middle, and it's incomplete. 4th down. What are they going to do? Are they going to go for it? I would say, they're going to punt. And Fields, and, okay, they're going to kick. Maybe they're going to say it's Detroit to turn it over. There's the return, McDonald to the 28. Really quickly, Mike in the truck. Mike, before we do anything right now, if you're Detroit and you know this has to be the hardest decision in the world. You're Detroit. You know you're losing. You have a losing franchise. No matter what you do, it's going to go wrong. How do you approach this drive, the biggest one of the game?
Eat up as much clock as you can. Don't turn it over. Even if it's 3 and out, because you're Detroit. Even if it's 3 and out, you eat up the clock and don't turn it over. I would just run.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. And we're going to see here it's 1st and 10. Orlovsky. That'd be funny if he threw. Now they're going to run it to Smith, and they all know it's basically taking 3 knees. 2nd down and 7, under 4 minutes to go. Orlovsky. They pitch it. This is going to be Kaysen. And he gets nothing here. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd down and 6. It's going to be a 4 formation. Go Johnson in the middle. First down and more. Here comes Johnson. That was a huge first down. That means Miami's going to have to kick an onside kick to win this thing. 1st down and 10. Orlovsky. They got a tight end to the right. They hand it off. Here's Smith, and he loses 1. He loses 2, actually. And Miami calls the timeout before the warning. Second down, Orlovsky. They go to Johnson. Did he
Third
go out of
down,
bounds?
out of bounds.
And in typical Detroit fashion, they give Miami a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 11, Orlovsky. They're going to pitch it to Johnson again.
Fourth
He's
down.
smart enough, he stays in. And it'll be 4th and 9 and a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes!
2-minute warning.
And Detroit's going to give it to Miami. Mike in the truck, I'm taking a look at this game. It's evening out. Miami is going to have a chance here. I'm going to go out on a limb. Do you think Miami's going to at least get a field goal and it's going to come down to an onside kick?
I do think they're going to score, even if it's a field goal, at least get in field goal range. Whether or not they blow it is up to Miami. But I think they're at least going to get in range. And the great thing about this is on this drive, they have to score twice. So even if they only, quote unquote, only get a field goal, they're still there. They have to hope for the onside kick, and then all you got is the touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie. So all you can do right now is if you only get the field goal, if you get the field goal this drive, then okay, you got to try to tie the game. But if you get in the end zone, what are they going to do? So if they get in the end zone and let's say they get the 2-point conversion, it depends on how fast they do it. Do you actually kick to Detroit and hope for a 3 and out, or do you go for the onside kick, give them great field position where they can just eat up the clock, or maybe they get Hanson in field goal position? So it all depends on, everything comes down to this drive. So they got to score. Even if it's a field goal, they still got to score.
I'm gonna say this, that I agree with you. It's going to come down to how fast, because they have 2 timeouts, so they're going to miss 40 seconds. They're going to miss 40 seconds. If they score on the first or second play, a touchdown, I'd kick it deep, because everybody knows Detroit, even though they have 173 yards rushing, when everybody knows they're going to rush, now they got a first down last time, but when you do that, if you go an onside and you miss it, then what happens is you got to take all that down the field with no timeouts, and you're missing 40 seconds. So you're going to be, I don't know, possibly 30 seconds, and you have to go 60 yards with no timeouts. Whereas if you kick it deep, who knows, that 30 seconds and you need 3 points, you'll be at the 50 or the 40-yard line. Who knows? And you got chances. But right now, it's Detroit, so right now anything's possible. As we go on with these games, anything, even a block kick here is possible. Here's Harris. Harris, and almost. I thought it was going to be blocked. If it would have been, you would have seen everybody going nuts, and this will be to the 8-yard line. Never say never on this. It's going to be 1st down 10. Remember, the more unexpected things happen, the deeper in the tournament we go. It's like Alice in Wonderland going down a rabbit hole. Lemon, they go to Chapman. Who would have thought a screen pass for 4 yards, down by 2 scores. 2nd down, Lemon. Back to throw. They draw it to Chapman, and they get up to the 20. Those were great plays to call in the first quarter, but not now. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Lemon again. Maybe they're going. It's Martin again. Martin will go. Here's Martin. He's going. He's gone. He's gone. And there's the long one we talked about. The long, quick one. Now they got to score. They got 2 timeouts to 79 yards to the right they score. And I'm telling you what right now, with 1:10 to go, it's not going to be 1:10. It's going to be about 1 minute or 59 seconds. Because of that timeout, what happens is you got to take 40 seconds away. So they're going to have to kick the onside kick. And if they don't get it, they're going to get it back with about 6 seconds to go. But Martin has made it, and this is big that they hit the 2-pointer is big. 3 plays. What did we say? 3. What if they scored in 3 plays or Detroit? So here we go, 29-24. Here we go. This is the 2-point conversion. Lemon. They give it to Chapman. It's easy. And now it's 29-26. 1:03. So in reality, there's 23 seconds to go in this game because of the timeout missing. Now Miami, what they have to do is they have to get this onside kick. They have to. If they get this onside kick, this will be pure Detroit. And here we go. A.J. Feely to kick the onsider. Here it is. It's going to be straight up the middle, and it is. Detroit has it, but it's not over yet. It's not over. Remember, if Detroit messes up once and goes out of bounds, it'll be first. I take 3 knees. I would just take 3 knees
Second
right now.
down.
And that's what Orlovsky's doing. Thank God. There we go. They're listening. Timeout Miami. And Orlovsky again. Oh, he's going to run the football to Kaysen. Kaysen, he wins the game. He wins the game down to the 34-yard line, and they've won the game. And right here you can see to the right side, Kaysen. And I don't know whether they expected him to take a knee or not. You're going to go for it like that. Why in the world did you take a knee? And they're going to take a couple more, and this will be it. There's a flag, and this could be interesting. Oh, they should have. Oh, it's before the play. So I was going to say, if it were a flag on the play, I would say no good there. It'll be first and 15.
Second down.
And they take a knee. Now, can they do this right? One more. Well, it's funny because
Third
in the
down.
league I simulated, the championship of the very first league I did with the Broncos had about a minute to go, no timeouts for the Rams, and the Rams took knees, and they couldn't run out the clock because of penalties. They had 2 holding calls and an illegal shift, and they ended up punting back to the Broncos. And that was incredible. That's on my Facebook channel. I should download it onto my YouTube channel because that was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. But as you see in this game, Detroit wins 29-26. It was 23-3 ever since I said time for them to blow this game. It was 23-3. I was almost right there. A good comeback by Miami. Really uncharacteristic of a 1-15 team until you understand that they're playing Detroit. And Detroit is going to let anybody come back. That's why they don't play in a Pop Warner League, because those 8th graders would come back on them. And it is 419 yards of offense for Miami. I don't see Miami really. I see Miami as a favorite, the heavy favorite, because remember the teams get worse next round. I see them as a heavy favorite next round. I can't believe Detroit does not survive. We're down to 1 winless team, maybe 0 if they get out of it. Detroit with a big win. They had the lead, though, 26-3 to win this game. When you take a look, there were only 9 punts. Third down conversions, both teams over 40%. I'm going to go to Mike in the truck. Mike, I mean, if nobody told me, if you covered up Dolphins and Lions, I'm thinking these would be 2 mediocre teams, mediocre to good teams.
Well, again, it's because it's 2 lower ability teams are playing each other, so it throws everything off. So, yeah, it absolutely throws everything off. But I think Miami had missed opportunities. I mean, they had this great comeback, but they just had missed opportunities. And when they got a turnover, they weren't able to do anything with it. Think about that. If they had made that field goal at the end of the half, this is a tie game. So we could be going to overtime, but they missed a mid-range field goal and just blew it. So I think it was more Miami blowing it more than Detroit did, if you will. I think that's the outcome of this game. If you want to take a look at individual stats, we'll start with Miami.
All right, as we take a look at Miami had all the yards. These are good. Lemon was a 75 rating. He threw 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had over 300 yards passing. It takes skill, even if you do it against Orange Cones, the timing and everything. Some of the throws he made were pretty good. So I don't want to, I mean, he played all right. He played like a 75 rating. Chapman was good, 79 yards rushing. Good against the Detroit defense that was trying to make Lemon throw, and he showed it by throwing 47 times. Teddy Ginn was 7 receptions. But I want to say Martin, when he caught it, he's like Lynn Swan. He has Lynn Swan numbers. 3 catches for 113 yards. You know, that's how Lynn Swan wins Super Bowl MVP with 4 catches in Super Bowl 10. Same thing. When you go to total offense, Chapman really good, 34 yards receiving. They used them on screen passes. Booker was, there are 2 Bookers. The one that got thrown to him on 3rd downs at 79 yards receiving. There was a second halfback named L. Booker and he had 29 yards rushing. That was it. Taking a look at the defense here, no sacks, no interceptions for Miami, but Joey Porter, the former Steeler, I believe that's Joey Porter, the linebacker, yeah, 12. I remember him with the Dolphins for a year, and then everybody in the Steelers making fun of him, how he wanted more money. The reason why people forget is he became an assistant coach for the Steelers. Later on, he had to run in with the Bengals, and people think that he just retired from the Steelers, and that was it. But no, that's not the way it is. Next one is the kicking, 1 of 2. You're right. The 23-yard field goal for Jay Feely. I think I called him A.J. Feely. I think it was the wide receiver was A.J. Feely. Jay Feely was the kicker here. Fields, the punter. Only 5 punts today. Only 5. Gives Miami a lot of hope for next round to get out of the tournament. And when you look at Ginn Jr., a great kick return. They had some really good kick returns, but not as good as Detroit. As you take a look at the punt returns, all right there, Ginn Jr. there, and then the second punt returner even got a yard there. So we go take a look at Detroit. They're out of the tournament now. Orlovsky, a good rating, solid, 88.6. 14 of 27, only 121 yards, but he got 2 touchdowns. Very Bob Greasy-like numbers. The next one, as we go to rushing, Smith, 132 yards. But really, Johnson late. He had 10 carries for 27, but him and Kaysen, my goodness, late in the game. That was good. You know what that was missing from this game? There was not one injury. There was not one injury. We had bloodbaths in the first 2 games. There was not one injury today. When you take a look at receiving, McDonald, and maybe they didn't hit hard enough. When you have 1 and 29 combined teams. 1 and 29 combined for the teams. No, 1 and 31, sorry. When you're 1 and 31 combined, I'm not sure you can hit it hard enough to get an injury. But McDonald and Johnson both had catches for touchdowns. And this defensively, you take a look of total offense. Smith, the halfback, MVP, easy MVP of this game. Defensively, they had 3 sacks and an interception and a fumble recovery. Their defense looked good. Maybe it was coaching. Hansen, 3 of 3 in field goals. He missed that extra point, though. Oh, that would have, He missed that extra point. That was tough. The one I called good. Harris only punted 4 times. They only punted 4 times in this game. And you take a look at the returns. Middleton was really good today, returning kicks. Kaysen was all right. He was okay, 18 yards on 1. But Jennings and McDonald, all right on the punt returns. And that is where we have it today. So now you have Detroit 29, Miami 26. As we close out this game, I think you said it the best, Mike in the truck, that game is, I'm just going to say this because I'm switching thoughts here. I don't see Miami losing the next game because the teams are getting worse, and I just think statistically, whoever they play, they're gonna beat them, and they might even beat them bad.
Yeah, that could happen, especially if, for example, they play like the 62 Raiders. It's going to be like a 50-something to 3 game. It's going to be a bloodbath. Miami was its own worst enemy in this game. They couldn't stop the run, and they didn't take advantage of opportunities. Detroit did take advantage of opportunities, but then again, Detroit also got the ball like in a 30-ish yard, area, and they were able to get a touchdown or a field goal over these turnovers. So Miami couldn't capitalize. And there was a fumble that Miami didn't recover. Detroit was able to cover it up. So Miami was not, and I think that's the difference. Because if you look at the statistics, passing, Miami destroyed Detroit. I mean, they outpassed them 3-1 in yardage. What matters is the final score, and I'm telling you, I think the 2008 Lions took inspiration from the 2017 Browns that got out of the tournament by actually winning a 2-point game against Denver, and here they win a 3-point game. So, if this is going to be here's one the first matchup, we're going to sim these and we're going to look at highlights. The Patriots Bills. I'm going to take Buffalo because of O.J. Simpson. And I think the Patriots could be a team that could possibly play in the actual toilet bowl game. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say 38-3 Buffalo. Here I see New England and Dallas playing on the one side of the bracket, and I see Indianapolis on the other side of the bracket. That Dallas-Indianapolis game is going to be one heck of a game. But I see for this first game, I see O.J. Simpson. If you ever watch online on YouTube, you see that famous clip of Tecmo Super Bowl with Bo Jackson running around, and he runs to the end zone, runs back, takes a whole quarter with the ball and one run.
Yeah, it's
against this New England team, against this same New England team.
Yeah.
And I can see O.J. Simpson doing the same thing, but even worse. I'm saying 38-3 Buffalo. I'm saying also, too, O.J. Simpson, because he's running and you run when you have the lead, I'm saying 150 yards rushing.
I'm going to say 35-13 Buffalo. All right, so here we go. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow, a shocker.
Wow,
what
that
a
is huge.
Shocker. New England
It's got to be
wins.
turnovers.
Let's
Got to
see.
be turnovers. No, yeah, it is got to be turnovers.
It
yeah.
is. 4-1.
I'm saying Simpson he only had one fumble, 3 interceptions by Shaw, the quarterback.
Simpson only ran 10 times. That's a little bit of a surprise. How much did they
Oh,
throw?
They might have been down. They might have been down early.
Yeah.
Let's see the scoring. I'm saying there's probably going to be interceptions for touchdown. There's probably, because I'm looking at, New England played very well, but it looked like short passes. It's got to be in the highlights. I would say.
No, it was an
scoring.
even game. It looks like an even game. I'm looking at the score. It's an even game.
Let's go to the highlights. That'll show. There we go. So Buffalo, a blocked field goal. There we go. So Buffalo, let's see early, because this is such a big upset. There's the interception. So there's a big thing, and then Buffalo blocked the field goal. Okay, Stovosky, boom. And you would think that, okay, there it is. This was in New England. Briscoe, so 7-3. This was big shot of Briscoe, so it's 7-0. Their pass defense must have been terrible. The interception, it looks like, let's see the interception by Brown. There it is. That sets up a field goal to make it 13-7. I wonder if it's fourth down. They ended up missing a field goal. 26-23. Oh, I see. Look at 138 to go. 138 is the key. There's a big interception there. How did they not kick the field goal, or they did? But look at the lost fumble. And that was it. There was it. Right here. They're running the clock out to go to overtime. And OJ, oh my goodness. Oh my. I'll tell you what, everything went New England's way. Swarovski kicks it. It's up and it is good. And the only team from Tecmo Super Bowl, they were bad. And this was the interception. 51 seconds to go, and that was the game. Wow, I'll tell you what, that was huge. What a shocker. Now I'm afraid to call this one. I would say Denver big against Dallas.
I'm going to say Denver, but by a hair.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
We're at, I think, the Cotton Bowl
Whoa,
in Dallas.
it's a
Denver big over Dallas.
It's a complete blowout.
Yeah, that Dallas team is terrible. The total stats here, when you take a look at the...
I'm afraid to look at this.
You know what? It does. Look at the rushing. Look at the rushing. Turnover's not bad for Dallas. Of course, 13 punts.
But Dallas had 237 yards passing to Denver's 94.
Yeah.
Denver just ran the ball.
I'm wondering how you get 52 points. Go ahead to the highlights. I'm wondering how you get 52 points out of only one turnover. Wow, they scored early. I can't explain it. That's one. Actually, go to the play-by-play, because how in the world do you get 57 points? And, I'm looking, how do you get 57 points out of 290 yards and only one turnover? I could see blocked punts, but there wasn't blocked punts. I'm saying, go to the punt returns. There had to be something in kick and punt returns. There had to be. the returns of the punts. This is for Denver. Oh yeah, look at the kick returns, very good. And look at the punts though. Go to the punt.
They
Oh
had a
yeah,
touchdown.
that's I'm saying short fields, and I'm like, okay, now I can see it if it's a short field. They're averaging 23 yards a punt return. So that means if they kick it to the 50-yard line, they're going back to the 27 and going, okay, 10 touchdowns at 25 yards is only 250 yards. So I'm seeing where they're getting everything. So that was a typical bloodbath. It wasn't a turnover fest. It was big. They had one interception, returned for a touchdown. That was the only one. And Denver's Mitchell, that was the only fumble that they had. That was one of the two. But if you go up, Denver West, the 48-yard interception return, that was the only interception Dallas had. That was the only one to make it 42-0. It's a good thing we didn't have this game, because I thought about this game, but we would be trying to speak different languages in the third quarter or something to keep people's attention here. That thing was was it 52-0 at halftime?
Yeah, look at this. This is how they scored. This is the
Oh,
only
wow.
Dallas Texans score with halfway through the fourth quarter.
Oh, wow. Everybody was sleeping on Denver. No, what they did was they played that on defense with their eyes closed. And they still almost made the touchdown. They said, all right,
An
that's incredible.
87-yard touchdown pass to redeem themselves in some fashion, but still got destroyed.
Yeah. Tennessee and Tampa Bay, I'm saying I'm still on Tampa Bay. I think with all these winless teams winning, I'm thinking Tampa Bay, this is their week.
Two of the three winless teams are out. I don't know. I mean, because Tennessee, I'm trying to remember if they had the great running back, and then that could be the difference. So
Chris Johnson, Eddie George.
Yeah, Johnson. I'm going to say Tennessee by 3.
And I'm saying Tampa Bay by 4.
And it's Tennessee by 4.
Tennessee by 4. Tampa Bay
scored first.
And they lost on a 17-yard run. Spurrier. They're not a bad team. They got flashes of people. They're young, they're inexperienced, but they're not. I still say 1976, they had one of the most, what is that, end zone?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, that looks like all those baseball logos. There were 50 letters on the one baseball card.
Let's go back and look at that.
The run.
It says, oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It says PSF.
It looks like PSF.
Yeah, I will approach the graphic maker about that. But again, he's redoing all his graphics for 2022, so I'll note that.
Okay.
It's an oversight.
Fourth quarter, Tampa Bay down. This is what's depressing. Spurrier, he doesn't get it. When you take a look at how they lost, 4:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Sankey, a 17-yard run. That's got to hurt. It's first down and 10, and then this happens. That hurts. That really hurts. I'm telling you, that hurts. Because I don't see with Tampa Bay, I just think that when I think they play Indianapolis and Dallas, so they're probably going to play Indianapolis in extra, but I don't know. I just see that as one of the games of it could be a championship game match in the next round. But we go to Dallas, and real quick for Tampa Bay, how many yards did they have? Did they outgain Tennessee? Let's see.
It was close. They did outgain them, though, but not by much, by 30-odd yards.
I think the thing that separates Tampa Bay from a lot of the other teams, number one, they're playing a lot of good teams because of their seeding. Because of their seeding, they're going to play the strongest team.
Correct. As is the Dallas Texans from 52. Same scenario.
Yeah, and I see Tampa Bay, and they're hanging in, except for the first game. They're hanging in, but they have Steve Spurrier. And it isn't a bad Steve Spurrier, it's just a hopeless Steve Spurrier because he can win the games. He knew it. But when you take his averages and what he does and his ability and you sim it and you take away the hopelessness, he's going to be the difference in keeping Tampa Bay from winning the championship. He's going to be the guy that's going to make them win a game, and they can go home and watch the game with a bunch of Coors Lights in their hands. So Dallas and Indianapolis will be next. I'm saying Dallas wins, but it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dallas wins by a score. I think it's going to be somewhere in the mid-20s for these teams. Like 20-something, like 28-24 or something like that. I'm going to say Dallas.
I'm going to say Dallas. It's going to be weird. It's going to be like 19-8 or 19-11.
A weird score. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
there
Colts
it is. I got the weird score.
You just got the wrong result.
Win.
Wow.
I'm wondering if they got a safety or two safeties in this.
Time of possession was close.
You know what? Maybe if it was Jeff George.
It was.
George coming out of Illinois was a good quarterback. You know, in there again, when they played the first two games, Indianapolis was not bad. I believe this team was 1-15, and they won like their first or second game. And they were okay. I think they won their first game or second game. And then there was hope in this team. It was just so dysfunctional that I think that's the thing that got them to 1-15 was more of the stuff that you can't sim rather than the stuff you sim. They were bad, don't get me wrong. Look at the fourth quarter. Oh, I see. There's the safety at the very end. I'm wondering, was that the safety at the very end? There was something. Was that an automatic safety? It was tackled in the end. Oh, they had a block punt for Dallas. So it's 14-3. Aikman. And Aikman's going to throw. He scores here. It's now 14-9. They missed it, too. And then the block punt here by Ron Stark. They block it, and that's the one we were looking at. Stark falls. That was a game-saving tackle right there. That was game-saving when he fell on the ball. Because if Dallas gets it, and here's Dallas now. First down, and here's Aikman trying to do so. Look at him running. Oh, look at that. That's
very Fran Tarkenton-esque.
Yeah, Fran Tarkenton, like if he were a semi-truck there. Just trying to pull people over. Next one, Atlanta. So Indianapolis is out. Dallas, it's surprising me, but that's going to be interesting. Atlanta and Oakland. I'm saying Atlanta big.
I agree. I think it's going to be something like 35-3 Atlanta.
Oakland's my favorite to go all the way.
Okay. I say it's a blowout as well. I'm going to say 35-3 Atlanta. Well, 24-16, It was closer, but it was still Atlanta. We were right on that, but it was closer. Interesting.
I'm not sure how Atlanta did this year, but I think Oakland had 4 turnovers, but Atlanta had 2. 9-8 in punts, field goals Oakland made there, third down conversions. The sacked, lost 3 sacks. You take a look at oh God, this is Fulton County Stadium. In Fulton County Stadium, they used to have the workers, just regular workers. They didn't have experts or anything work on the field. So just like they had literally people who had been there 30 years with like nice yards. Oh, you have a nice yard, come work at Fulton County Stadium because they were county workers. And that's why they had the worst fields for baseball and for football. So I can see that here as Coffee scores and Atlanta and going, this is big. First quarter, 7-0. The Raiders, before they got the pilot on their hand, and that made it good. They're 7-7, and that's Johnson. He's going to throw it in for the interception. And that is, it's Atlanta. It could have been worse. And Tommy Nobis. I saw Tommy Nobis down there. That's the difference. We said before the game, Tommy Nobis and Atlanta, I said that, that's the difference. Take a look at him. When you put one good player against all bad players, they get magnified. Down below, he had a block punt in the third quarter for the touchdown at 3:50 to go. Tommy Nobis, when you're playing bad teams, the superstars get magnified. It's like Michael Jordan playing against the early 1990 Dallas Mavericks. He'll have 60, but they fail the kick. Why would they even kick there? Davidson scores, and it's 24-16. Okay, I was thinking wrong things. But then they have it 1st and 10, the throw, and this one is intercepted by Hudlow, and that's it. 24-16, Atlanta wins. San Francisco and Kansas City, I'm saying San Francisco bigger here.
I'm going to say Kansas City wins in a tight game.
Okay, let's see. Steve DeBerg, it's against his future team in San Francisco. I wonder how DeBerg did. Well, he did well. DeBerg, Kansas City must be. Who's the quarterback for Kansas City?
Matt Castle.
Well, wouldn't that be interesting if one of the best teams of all time, New England, had Brady, one Patriot, and the worst team of all time at Castle? I don't think Kansas City is going to lose to Oakland. Matt Castle again, well, I don't know, maybe that's changing my mind. But O.J. Simpson for the 49ers. I forgot that O.J. Simpson was on 2 teams in this game. And he's on the 49ers as he had a touchdown late in the second. Here it is, O.J. in the backfield. He scores here in his Avis Rent-A-Car, or Hertz. And, yeah, he had that blocking away. Castle, he throws, and it's Bowie with the steal. And Kansas City, here it is. Kansas City, it looks like they completed 4th downs here. That was intercepted in the 4th quarter. And then Wershing with the kick. So this was the 4th quarter, and this was late. This was intercepted by Jury. So it looked like DeBerg. It looked like an even game, but it looked like San Francisco won on the stats, and Kansas City just turned it over. So San Francisco, a 19-13 game. This was the game I was thinking we could broadcast. We broadcast a great one because I think these two teams are so bad that it's just going to be the ugliest thing in the world.
Yeah, they are pretty bad. I'm going to give Houston an advantage only because they're a little more modern of a team. But I'm not going to give them much of an advantage. And it's in Houston. All 2 of the people are going to show up that are in the. You can have 2 people in the stands, but I'm going to say Houston by a hair.
Yeah, but those 2 people are 2 convicts. Like when you commit a crime, they make you go to an order. That's the old saying they had in Houston and in Green Bay in the 70s. You have 1 traffic ticket, they give you Packer tickets instead of giving you a traffic ticket. You get 2 traffic tickets, they escort you to the game, and if you have 3 traffic tickets, they have a cop sit on either side of you, forcing you to watch the game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they so. So I'm saying that Houston wins. And I agree with you that it's going to be an ugly game. Oh, my God, it's going to be an ugly game. Let's see. I'm saying 19 points and 19 punts.
Whoa, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. So 16 points with their 19 punts. 18 punts. Oh.
You were close.
18 punts. Ugh.
You're close.
These horrible games. These bad games are always 19 points and 19 punts. And... look at the 3rd down conversions.
Time of possession is basically equal.
It is equal. The turnovers, 5 total in the game, 3-2. I'm wondering how they scored the touchdown. How did Philip? Was it defensive? No, it was a pass. And the Oilers, Norm Van Brocklin, he's a good quarterback. I think that was the difference. Is you had Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin wasn't bad. I think that the Eagles had an advantage because there wasn't an AFL yet. And you could be a bad team in 1958, but you're still only one of 12 football teams. Or one of 14 football teams. And when you take that talent, you could be bad, but that's because you're not going to have any other teams to run your stats up with. You have to play solid teams every single week. and there are no bad divisions. It's just like one and the other, and you play a championship game. Oh, the fumble. Oh, look at this. That killed them, and, in the third quarter, look at Barnes, and that's another fumble. Oh, love you, Blue. Oh, my goodness. So 6 seconds to go.
Garbage time.
Yeah, he's done. Good night there. And that's it. That's it. So Philadelphia and Houston there. That's the end of the round. Now let's take a look at the bracket, see where everybody goes.
You have the bracket, and I'll talk you through the matchups because I have it on my screen. Up top, Tennessee won. So Tampa Bay advances. Tampa Bay will play Oakland.
Oh, that'll be a great game.
So you'll have that should be a slugfest, if you will. And now you have your opportunity to get your chance to see the team you think is going to win the toilet bowl advance if they can lose to the only undefeated team left. So that'll be telling, if you will.
I think one of the things Tampa Bay, two things. Number one, they've been closer and closer. If you take a look at the first bracket that you have, where you have the first game, Tampa Bay, and when they played, I believe it was the Minnesota Vikings, you're going to notice that Minnesota, I forget what the score there was a blow. It was 28-3. What year was Minnesota in that? It was 62. That's an NFL team that was established and all that stuff. Now they're playing another 1962 team, but this time an AFL team. I think Tampa Bay is going to have a really good shot. They played Tennessee well, and I think they have Steve Spurrier, and I think their running game is okay. They just played a brutal schedule. I think Tampa Bay was actually in the AFC West.
They were. They started in the AFC, and Seattle was actually in the NFC, and then the following year in 77, they flipped conferences, and they remained that way until 2002. You're correct. The next matchup is going to have the 89 Cowboys against the 07 Dolphins. So you're going to have two teams with one win. So
I would say Miami, because Dallas too inconsistent. I think Dallas so far.
I don't know. I mean, I could see you still have Aikman and Irvin. Yes, they were at the beginning of their careers and all that. And judging by how they were not able to Miami was not able to take advantage of turnovers, I could see Dallas actually winning this game. So in the next bracket, it'll be the 52 Texans. Pardon me. Yeah, that's right. The 52 Dallas Texans, and they will play the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think Kansas City obliterates them.
So you're saying Kansas City has a bye week. So you're saying they have a bye week next week.
Pretty much. No, basically, they're going to be out of the tournament. So the fact that they lost, the fact that they lost to San Francisco doesn't matter. They're still out. Basically, both those teams are going to be out. And then finally, we go to the 72 Oilers will play the 71 Bills, which could be interesting. You've got teams in back-to-back years. And you know what? We keep saying O.J. Simpson's going to be the difference. O.J. Simpson's going to be the difference. Pastorini might end up being the difference. Who knows? I think I'm going to take the Oilers in that game, believe it or not, because Buffalo just continues to be a letdown. And O.J. Simpson did not have great stats in the prior game against New England, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I agree there. I think New England, though, it was raining, it was cold, it was windy in the stats. I think that had an effect where Buffalo has such a bad quarterback, but now they're playing in a dome. And I think them playing in a dome is going to open up a passing game, which is going to allow the offensive line to get holes for O.J. Simpson. I think we're now getting to the point where we have teams who just have absolutely nothing of like one thing that can be really exploited. And I see that defensive line of Houston, because when you look, New England, New England was bad because of two reasons. Number one, they didn't have a philosophy. And number two, they didn't really have a coach. But number three, they had chaos all year. It was a lot of locker room chaos. They had those controversies going on. And that is not really simmed in a game. Yes, you can sim them based on stats and stuff like that, but their stats weren't the worst. It wasn't like you look at that team. Again, they lost to the Bills, but one of the games was 14-0 to the Buffalo Bills in 1990. And I believe it was 14-0 because I took a look and I'm like, oh, in the other game they lost, I think 27-10. But I still think New England's a little bit simming-wise, not real life, but simming-wise stronger. So I'm going to say that I'm going to think that Buffalo uses that no defensive line, makes all Houston come up, and then Buffalo's going to have more room for O.J. Simpson. When they don't, I think that they're going to actually have better production out of their quarterback.
Okay. And Chris, we're going to have to end it there. But look, I do appreciate you calling these games again, and hopefully maybe later this week at some point. If not, it'll be next week. We'll continue with round 3. Chris, thank you for calling the game, and we all look forward to your next broadcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Personally, I'm going to go on my SRS League. You introduced me to the SRS League. All those people in the truck introduced me to the simple rating system, which is a fun way to devise things. So I'm going to go to my own SRS League. I'm going to play a game tonight because I got time to do it. But it's really good. And that's how so I'm on my own league going to play kind of a league in reverse. But I love this league because I think next week when me and you go and we broadcast the next round, I think we're going to see some real wackiness start because we're going to see – I would not be surprised if we see a couple 400-yard passers next week because they're just going to start exploiting things. And there are going to be teams with absolutely nothing. And it's just going to be – I think it's going to be goofiness. You'll see a lot of turnovers, a lot of goofiness, and a lot of weird scores next week.
We very well could. It wouldn't surprise me. And we could see a running back. We could also see a running back explode. But, Chris, I'm going to have to run here. Thank you again, and we look forward to your next broadcast.
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care.
All right. Have a great day.